Hey everybody, good evening. Make sure everything's out of my teeth tonight. We had a very delicious dinner, so I hope you're having a wonderful evening too. And happy Monday. I'm Stephanie Bader, for those of you who don't know me, and I'm a gold level here on this page, and I'm here to help you tonight with maybe a little sales tip or two. I've been doing what's called Success Academy with Tiffany Peterson, and it's a 8-week coaching session. You do 2 calls a week, and she gives you a lot of very big success tips, coaching from different things. Hey, Nora. And she really takes you from personal development into, getting yourself right, getting your time right, and then today ended our session with really being able to sell effectively. She uses a method called the 5 gates. Now, I know many of us on this team have gone through the Emerge training, sales training, and I'm going to tell you, they match up and pair up beautifully because both of them work so well together in meeting the customer's needs. And that's really what a good salesperson will do. And you really need to be good in selling when you're doing this business. I know that sounds kind of crazy because maybe you've heard, the oils just sell themselves. Or what's some of our favorite phrases? You just put some oils on people and they just, poof, they just want to do oils. Well, that's sometimes true. Sometimes you have, that old phrase from "you had me at hello," where I'm dating myself back to Jerry Maguire. You had me at hello. You're going to have some of those people, but a good portion of the people that you're going to meet and talk to, you're going to actually have to perform a sales process. So getting comfortable in that process takes some effort sometimes if it's just not your natural talent. And that's not my natural talent. Now, I'm Susie Davidson's daughter, and that is one of her very big natural talents is sales. That's just not one of my natural talents. I can teach a lot of stuff, but I'm not necessarily great at the whole sales process. So I've had to take a lot of classes on this and learn a good process. And it's true. And you can ask any good sales process or any good salesperson. And I've got a lot of notes here, so you're going to see me flip pages. But people will buy emotionally on any product that they choose. But they will justify it and justify that purchase logically. So let that sink in. And they do that with anything, from a pair of shoes to their groceries, to the brownies they put in their cart, to a new car, to a new house, to a vacation club membership, to whatever they have decided is something they are going to do. They will buy it based on having their heartstrings pulled. They will justify that purchase in their mind based on what they just purchased with their heart. So, if that's the case, then we need to be using techniques to listen and help them answer questions in both manners, both head and heart, right? Because that's what would handle those. Now, what I love about Emerge sales training is that you handle objections before they even become aware that they could be objections. And that kind of solidifies that logic part. So, we're going to just grab oils. So we've got a couple oils here on my desk right now. So in just about every kit, you've got lavender and peppermint, right? So you can sell people on the effects of lavender and peppermint. Peppermint will pep you up and lavender will calm everything down. There are so many uses for this. Smell them, and they have an emotional response. If somebody is in love with lavender, they open this little bottle, smell it, and they have this overwhelming calm that they've never had before, right? You give them a sample. They sleep better than they've never slept before. You've started this ripple effect in them, but that's still at the emotional level. You have to help them logically put the pieces together to say, it is worth it to me to have this bottle of lavender in my house because, and they can rattle off, it'll help with cuts, scrapes, burns, as well as I get good sleep, so I'm nicer to everybody in my house, right? When they can justify, and they can justify many things about each bottle that is in their house, you have the sale. So if you are struggling to get people to pull that trigger, you do a one-on-one, you help them go through that process, and maybe you haven't gone through the full Emerge training. I'm going to tell you, Tiffany Peterson uses what's called the 5 gates, where you really use this, where are you currently? Where do you want to be now? Or where do you want to be next? And let's bridge that gap. Okay, if that doesn't, how committed are you to achieving that goal? And is that with or without my help? And once we have that, if nothing changes with that goal, what does your life look like? Now, how does my product fit into your goal, you reaching your goal? And that's kind of how the 5 gates work. That's a very oversimplified version of it, but that's essentially how it works. But think about that as you approach helping somebody. If you really want to help somebody understand the power that's in their hand, help them fall in love with a bottle and then be able to justify it with every bit of their being. Once you do that and it's out of their mouth and not yours, you will have better sales, more loyal customers, and just a more fun experience, because it will be all of them selling. They'll be selling you the oils instead of you selling them the oils. So I hope this little tidbit helps, and I hope you have a great evening. And if you have any other questions, let me know. You can catch me on this page anytime. Have a great night.